This is the Dad and Daughter Show. With the dad, me, Keith King, and my daughter, Adelaide. And now, the Dad and Daughter Show.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Dad and Daughter Show. I'm the dad, Keith.
And I'm the daughter, Adelaide.
And I'm the son, Dawson.
Who's excited to be here?
Me, I guess.
Me, I guess. Adelaide, too, yes. Today we are here talking about our winter break vacation to
Key Largo.
Seems like it was a long time ago, doesn't it?
It was a long time ago.
Well, we're going to talk about it anyway. The first thing we're going to talk about is our hotel right there on Manatee Bay. Dawson, good morning. We are in Key Largo, Florida. How's it going?
Great, absolutely great.
Mom and Adelaide are kayaking. You're going to do that next, right?
Yeah,
Am I going to kayak? I don't know.
we'll see.
A lot of fish, yep. So that's what we got.
So how did you like our property there that we stayed on?
I thought it was pretty nice with like all the manatees and stuff.
And then there were those, what are those things? Starts with an I, ends with an A.
Iguana.
Iguana, yeah. Yeah, those were nice. I wanted to hold one and hug it, and I was told that wasn't safe to do. Yeah. Did you enjoy kayaking?
Yeah.
I too went kayaking, but there was just no video of it. So I did, in fact, go kayaking.
Okay, that clears things up.
Yes, it does clear things up. All right, one of the next cool things we did in Key Largo is we went on a sunset cruise with Captain Larry.
Okay, on. So I'm Captain Larry. Welcome aboard. Before we get underway, you need to know where the life jackets are. Okay, they're in this box there, that box there. You're not going to need them. It's a pontoon boat, okay? But you need to know where they're at. And that's all you need to know. How easy is that? Okay, so good. Look at me. And so we love the water. Being on the water, just whatever it is to get out. But, you know, in Minnesota, you've got, what, 3 months, and then you better be ice fishing. So they have trap pullers they pull it up with, made with using hydraulics or electric winch to pull the traps up. But it's a lot of work. I've got put it right beside that marker right out there. That's at the edge of Hawks Channel. And ended up using it for his business. He ran his lobster traps off of that rather than having to go inside.
Casey.
That wreck, I found a bottle that dated to 1943, Pepsi bottle. Literally, the mangroves are a tree that not only survives, it thrives in salt water. And the reason it does is because their roots are tangled up down into the rock. Believe it or not, it's all rock all around us. Have shoots that go down in the water from the limb, as well as roots that pick up the water. They bring the water up into the leaf. In the leaf there's a membrane, and the membrane separates out the salt and sends fresh water to the tree.
Oh, what a nice sunset cruise, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
You could see the sun setting.
Uh-huh.
And we took the boat through the mangroves.
Yeah, that was cool.
Who knows what a mangrove is?
I do.
What is it?
It's a tree and the roots are in the water.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have mangroves here. No, we don't. Well, one of our next destinations on this winter break vacation is we drove to Key West and we went on a train ride. All aboard. Choo choo.
Points of interest to share with you. A lot of stuff in an hour. That's why I've just finished my third coffee con leche. A lot of stuff. A little bit of drizzle too. It won't last long.
Right here, and then your first.
And the world famous car tour has begun. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to share with you, appropriately enough, our very first tourist attraction in the U.S. right back here to the right, the Key West Aquarium. It was actually built by the federal government in 1934, trying to help us through the Great Depression. I'll talk more about that later. Right there, hourly shows in Shark Bay, residential gates erected in 1906, leading up to Harry Truman's Little White House. Just out of view over the hill there, Harry's place, still an active presidential residence. And 5 presidents have stayed there so far. Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Carter, and Clinton. I'll say that. Harry Truman's Little White House. They do a great hourly tour there too. Now, most of the Navy did wind up leaving by the end of the 70s though. The new class of nuclear submarines were way too big for a shovel Watson's line. I'll talk more about the Navy later, but you'll see the Century to the right. And then on the left, a local icon for legends. Now, everything to our right though, prior to the Navy property, the first 4 or 5 blocks in, it's all called Bahama Village. Bahama Village was settled. Navy base, you'll see a satellite dish on the point in the distance. See it? That is the real southernmost point in the continent of the United States, not the buoy. Out there is where Kennedy gave that famous 90 miles to Cuba speech. The real southernmost point's out there on Navy property today. You know what? We're actually closer to a foreign nation right here than we are to Walmart. Try to say that somewhere else can't do it. Wow, look at that southernmost line of tourists reaching all the way to the North Pole this morning. They're lined up to get their southernmost photograph of that. Our southernmost buoy. We're headed north from the southernmost point. Yeah, behind the building you'll see an atrium. About 100 species of exotic birds and butterflies flying around free in it. Oh, and 2 Key West celebrities live here too. You should go meet them. Rhett and Scarlett live there. Yeah, Rhett and Scarlett? Well, they're pink flamingos. Oh, right there is one of the oldest fire stations in Florida, Fire Station number 3, built in 1907. You can see today, they got steam engines, other artifacts, speech from the World Trade Center. They do a tour. One of the oldest in Florida, 1907. And banks, post offices, schools, and city halls since our secession, 1982. The blue one. I don't know why it's down so far. Oh, here's where that secessionary gets kind of that half-mast. 27 sailors from the battleship Maine are buried by that flagpole. Yeah, the USS Maine exploded mysteriously in Havana Harbor back in 1898, sparking the Spanish-American War. Right here on the left, Grand Theater, 1934.
It's beautiful.
Listen, if you can hear me, upstairs that's called Rococo architecture out of Havana, Cuba. Is that neat or what? Rococo architecture. Now, most of our architectural influences in Old Town comes out of New England and the Bahamas. This one on the right with the flag is out of New England. That's called classic revival architecture. There's a porch on the first floor and the second floor in the front of the building.
Dawson, what did you think about the train ride there in Key West?
I thought it was kind of boring, to be honest, but
Yeah, it seemed twice as long as it needed to be.
Yeah.
If there was the definition of mid, it would be that Key West train ride. And I think the fumes went to my head, and I'm still dizzy.
oh,
Yeah, but it was aight. All right, one of the next things we did there in the Keys, specifically Key Largo, we went to John Pennekamp State Park. See that fast 3 times.
John Kennington State Park, John Kennington State Park, John Kennington State Park.
Except for it's not Kennington, it's Pennekamp.
Penningham.
Oh, let's check this out. Dawson, where are we going?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
We're going to the bathroom.
Oh, we're going to the bathrooms.
Following the path.
Following the path to the bathrooms. Climb it!
Whoa.
Bridges are for walking.
This one seems new. Oh, this is nice.
Oh.
There's a mangrove again. Fall the way up.
Don't let your shoes fall off, Adelaide. Your shoes? Yeah, don't let them fall off.
Any thoughts on what we just saw, Dawson?
I mean, it was pretty cool, but it was just like a state park, so what you'd expect.
Yeah, it was something to do. It was close to the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one more adventure from our winter break vacation. Dawson, what was that adventure?
A glass bottom boat.
Yes, a glass bottom boat ride over the coral reef.
At that time, the council and vessel, you all be invited down to the area portion of the tour. Until then, sit back, relax, enjoy the trip, and if you have any questions or if we can be any assistance to you, please feel free to ask. Welcome aboard.
During the day, even though Amori eels are nocturnal, if they have a chance to get something to eat, they're going to take that chance and they're going to come out. And that's pretty cool to see them out in the open like that. So some of the larger animals you can end up seeing below the glass, guys, are going to be, well, an Amori eel. Sometimes we'll see a turtle underneath the glass, or a shark, or a stingray. Pretty quick.
Down there, bud.
If we kept going 85 miles east, we would end up in Andros Island in the Bahamas. In between us and Andros Island, it's down to 2,900 feet deep in Florida Straits. So it's really deep. It's a fast-moving water.
It's not just here, it's actually happening worldwide. The Great Barrier Reef is starting to show some issues right now. So you just never know what we're going to be. Some areas are doing this fine. So that's what we're in.
Adelaide, what'd you think of the glass bottom boat ride?
It was nice.
You got some pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah? What about you, Dawson?
I mean, it made me feel kind of like seasick a bit.
Yeah, I got when we were parked over the coral reef, it was like, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you get it? Like, do you know what it was like?
No, I didn't get seasick.
You know what it was like?
Yeah.
Like, whoa, whoa. Well, anyway, it's the end of the show. But before we go, Adelaide, you've now been doing this show for like 11 years. How many more years do you have left in you? Another 10 years?
I'm not doing another 10 years.
You are doing another.
No.
Adelaide has just announced 10 more years of the Dad and Daughter Show. Usually by the time you're 25-ish, you would stop doing a show like this. So that would make
More
sense.
like 13. Like a year ago.
A year ago you would have stopped, but yet here you are. Wow. Well, that was exciting news from Adelaide, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
All right, well, that's the end of the show. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
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 We'll see you next time here on the Dad and Daughter Show. Congratulations on 10 more years.